Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. And now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome to the program. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA.
Inside the Niger Delta.
At Home Options, you're welcome to a world of elegance, where every corner whispers sophistication. Step into our showroom and indulge your senses with our timeless designs and craftsmanship, from plush sofas to magnificent dining tables that host lifetime celebrations. Our collections, the hallmark of luxury. Create your haven with exclusive bedroom selections and turn your sanctuary into a realm of refined tranquility. When it comes to bathroom solutions, our stylish fixtures, lavish tubs and showers are crafted for your well-being, transforming your daily routine into a ritual of indulgence. At Home Options, we provide lifestyle solutions. So, visit our showrooms in Lagos and Port Harcourt, because your space deserves to mirror your impeccable taste. Home Options. Live well.
Ezekiel Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. Ezekiel Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development. Standout Properties Limited presents a real estate opportunity of a lifetime. Bloom Towers, a waterfront twin high-rise buildings of 19 and 21 stories at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean in the prestigious Oniru area, Victoria Island, Lagos. Bloom Towers is a green and smart building project consisting of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments and maisonettes, as well as 10,300 square meters available space for commercial and corporate use. Built for completion in 2027, Bloom Towers has 236 units available for sale with a starting price of 100 million naira. Lock down a unit today with a down payment of 20% and spread the balance over the next 24 months. Contact us on 080-693-47063 or 091-22-656-975.
It is a project that will bring huge return on investment.
Bloom Towers, from foundation to skyline.
On March 18, 2023, through the mandate of the people of Delta State in its gubernatorial elections, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Orokwedo Oburewuri was elected governor of the oil-rich state alongside his deputy, Sir Monday Oyeme. On the 29th of May, the same year, the duo officially took their oath of office and assumed control of the state as governor and deputy governor, respectively. Amidst the statewide euphoria and jubilation that marked what many describe as the dawn of a new era in the state, Right Honorable Oburewuri reeled out his lofty plans and aspirations for Delta State. These plans, which are encapsulated in his social contract with the people, otherwise known as the MORE Agenda, amongst other things, seeks to ensure rapid infrastructure renewal, equitable distribution of opportunities for all, realistic reforms in governance, and to create a peaceful and secure environment for all to thrive in the state. It is now a year since the governor made these commitments. In the following special package, we take you through the tasking yet thrilling journey of the Oburewuri administration in the last 1 year. On the 27th of August 1991, Delta State was created out of the old Bendel State by the General Ibrahim Babangida-led military administration. Delta State, which is also known as the Big Heart, is one of Nigeria's top crude oil producers, making it a key strategic state for the economic prosperity of the Nigerian Federation. Delta State is also endowed with other natural resources, including arable land for agriculture, as well as huge marine resources due to its strategic position on the West African coast of the Atlantic Ocean. Its estimated 5.6 million people, which consist of a burgeoning and enterprising young population, makes it a state to be considered in all sectors and spheres of life. Delta is culturally intertwined with diverse ethnic groups, giving the state a distinct blend of traditional heritage in Nigeria and Africa. These ethnic groups are the Urhobos of Delta Central, Isokos, Ishekiris, and Ijaws of Delta South, and the Igbo-speaking Anyoma people, which makes up Delta North Senatorial District. The political landscape in the state since the return of civil rule in 1999 has been dominated by the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Chief Jameson Anefe-Ibori from Delta Central became the state's governor in 1999. Following his 8-year tenure in 2007, Dr. Emmanuel Eweta Odunaga from Delta South took over for another 8 years of PDP rule before handing over to Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa from Delta North in 2015. Continuing on that trajectory, despite a tough fight put up by the opposition All Progressives Congress, APC, in the 2023 general election, PDP still came out tops. Today, the cap fits perfectly on Right Honorable Sheriff Francis Orokwedo Oborewori as governor of the great Delta State. He was the Speaker of the State House of Assembly prior to the elections. He had served a record 6 years in that capacity. The victory of PDP in the March 18, 2023 elections, where the party swept clean 21 local government areas out of the total 25 local government areas in the state, shows the overwhelming popularity of his candidate, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborewori. Oborewori is a grassroots politician and tactician with unrivaled street credibility that endeared him to his people. His strength of character and exemplary leadership stood him out through the electioneering period. He clinched a total of 360,234 votes ahead of his closest rival, Senator Oviomo Agege of the APC, who got 240,229 votes. He eventually took the oath of office as governor of Delta State on May 29, 2023. The reverberating chants of hope and optimism that marked the day echoed through the length and breadth of the state. Stemming from his deep understanding of the issues and problems battling for the soul of the Big Heart State, especially the huge infrastructure deficit across all communities in the state, Governor Oborewori crystallized his development blueprint in the heart of all and sundry. The governor restated his commitment to his more agenda of pursuing meaningful development, opportunities for all, realistic reforms, and enhanced peace and security for all Deltans, regardless of their status, cultural, or political leanings.
The new government is supposed to advance the state through the more agenda, which stands for meaningful development, opportunities for all, realistic reforms, enhanced peace and security. With a resolve to do more to advance the state to new heights in leadership and socio-economic development. I stand before you today filled with hope and confidence about our future.
Governor Oborewori then settled down to work with the appointment of a vibrant executive council. He also appointed heads of departments and agencies and inaugurated boards and councils that will help his administration in translating his more agenda social contract with Deltans into reality.
His Excellency, there's an existing agenda that is known to Deltas, which is the more. By the special grace of God, we will all key into it.
And appreciating the governor of Delta State who has found me worthy of this service. The appointment is a call to service, and I'm in a position to serve my people. Like you see the hole in that mall, it's opportunity for all, and exactly what we're going to do, to provide an opportunity for Deltans and Deltans alike, that at the end of our tenure, Deltans would have witnessed a progression.
We are going to assist him in all ramifications to ensure that Delta State achieves long-time development.
After securing victory in an unprecedented 38 litigations in the courts challenging his hard-won victory, Governor Burewuri then launched out to ensure that all projects inherited by his administration from the immediate past government were completed and that the people of the state derived the most value from the ongoing projects. This showed his strength of character to deviate from the ugly trend by elected officials who abandon inherited projects for the fear of glorifying their predecessors. This policy culminated in the completion and subsequent commissioning of some of these projects. They include the Okpolo-Enwe-Weru Road in Isoko South Local Government Area, the administrative building and other facilities at the Delta State University of Science and Technology, Ozoro, and the Dennis Osadibe University, Anwai, Asaba. 29 network of roads with drains of over 31 kilometer length around Madonna College Road in Asaba and Okpanam area of Oshimili South and Oshimili North local government area, amongst others.
Today is another milestone in our determined efforts to ensure that the perennial problem of flooding in the capital territory becomes a thing of the past. We are here to commission total number of 29 roads of 16 kilometer length with accompanying drains of 31.55 kilometer length cutting across two local government areas, Oshimili North and Oshimili South, on the Madonna College Road and adjoining streets that link to the existing storm water discharge drain on DBS and Cabinet Road through Miriam Babangida. It is a fact that residents in this area can now sleep with their two eyes closed with completion of this project. Under the more agenda of this administration, we are poised to raise the bar when it comes to road and physical infrastructure, as well as urban renewal. I assure you that the coming months and years will witness accelerated infrastructural development of the most vital interest and impact.
The administration also initiated other high-impact projects, among which is the construction of 3 flyover bridges at the popular NRA Junction, PTI Junction, and DSC roundabout along the Efrun-Patani Road, with expansion and improvement works on the section of the DSC MPA Expressway from Efrun roundabout to the DSC roundabout all around Warri and its environs. This was in fulfillment of the governor's inaugural pledge to give Warri, the state's commercial capital, a facelift. The state government, in conjunction with Julius Berger Nigeria PLC, performed the groundbreaking ceremony for the commencement of the project. Other projects, such as the installation of solar-powered streetlights and the rehabilitation of the state's internal roads network, are currently underway around the Warri axis.
These projects also ease the traffic congestion in the area and alleviates the hardship faced by commuters. There will be direct employment opportunities for our people.
The Upper Eredua to Lower Eredua roads in Warri are already completed and are in use. The governor has also prioritized the welfare of the people, especially following the removal of the fuel subsidy by the federal government last year. He implemented some palliative measures to alleviate the economic hardship that Deltans face as a result of the federal government's action. These include payment of an extra 10,000 naira for 3 months to public officers, as well as payment of outstanding promotion arrears. A 25% reduction in acceptance fees payable by new students at all Delta State-owned universities, as well as the approval for the payment of more than 674 million naira in bursaries to Delta students. The government, through its 10 billion naira social investment fund, distributed food items and cash support to the poor and vulnerable in the state. It has also scaled up the number of direct beneficiaries of Delta COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus Program from 36,353 to 110,841. Just recently, the governor launched the More Grant Scheme for petty traders, artisans and female entrepreneurs with over 5,000 beneficiaries.
The More Grant Scheme represents a beacon of hope and a catalyst for positive change as the program provides critical resources that will help you scale your businesses and improve your livelihoods.
I feel very happy. I'm grateful because this will go a long way helping me in my business, in my establishment.
And we will try our best to see that we will use it to train other persons to see that they will be a beneficiary of this program also.
In the last 1 year of his administration, Governor Burewuri has clearly showed and demonstrated respect for the principle of separation of powers between other arms of government in the state. He has supported both the judiciary and the legislature in carrying out their constitutional duties and responsibilities. He increased the pace of construction work at the new State High Court complex to ensure that judicial staff have a suitable working environment. The project will be commissioned in the coming days as part of activities marking his 1 year in office. At the local government councils, their leaders attested to the complete financial autonomy the governor has granted them to run their affairs.
One major attribute that makes me proud of this our noble state is non-pilfering, non-interfering with the local government funds.
To improve healthcare delivery at the grassroots, the governor approved the rehabilitation of 260 primary healthcare centers in the state and gave the go-ahead for the resumption of free maternal and under-5 child health care programs in the state. Stemming from the governor's stance on alignment of all programs and projects of government units with the policy thrust of the administration, a State Executive Council retreat for heads of government ministries, departments and agencies was convened. During the event, Governor Burewuri reiterated his administration's commitment to prudent and judicious use of scarce government resources in service delivery across the underdeveloped communities and sectors of the state.
It is my earnest expectation that this forum provides a pathway for us to deliver on the promises of the MORE agenda through physical responsibility, synergy among the MDAs, robust community engagement, effective public communication, creative execution of programs, and excellent service delivery.
Governor Burewuri's government went on to design an annual budget that was significantly lower than the budget of the preceding year, a rare departure from the Nigerian trend of having a succeeding budget larger than the previous one. This is even as inflationary forces continue to exist. The infrastructure-focused budget, christened Budget of Hope and Optimism, was passed after 2 weeks of accelerated consideration that saw the initial estimate of 714.4 billion naira increased to 724.9 billion naira by the state legislature, demonstrating their support for the Burewuri administration in its quest to meet the yearning and aspirations of the masses.
I certainly believe that this deal will greatly impact the lives of Deltas and will move Delta State forward in terms of infrastructure and human capital development.
Delta State for years has grappled with local and foreign debt burden running into billions of naira and millions of dollars. However, since he assumed office, Governor Burewuri has stuck to his guns on his stance of no borrowing. His financial discipline, exemplified in his prudent management of scarce resources, has become the hallmark of his administration. The policies and programs of the Burewuri administration in just 1 year in office have sparked a boost in the socio-economic activities in the state, so much so that local and foreign investors are returning to the state to do business. 3 weeks ago, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu virtually commissioned a gas processing plant in Kwale, Ndokwa West local government area, a confirmation of the peaceful and business-friendly environment that now exists in the state. The government has also disclosed that talks are ongoing with multinational oil companies like Shell and Chevron on the need to recommence full-scale operations in the state. In the last 1 year, the administration has also made significant gains in the areas of intergovernmental partnerships, such as the approval of land for the Federal University of Medical and Health Sciences, as well as the establishment of a College of Health Technology for improved skill set and healthcare delivery. Governor Burewori has also expressed the state's readiness to partner with the African Development Bank to establish an agro-processing zone that will leverage the state's arable land for increased food production. Also in the last 1 year, the Burewori administration successfully achieved improved peace and tranquility in the state, except for the recent singular ugly security challenge in Okwama, Ugele South local government area, where 4 officers and 13 men of the Nigerian army who were said to be on a mission to restore peace in a communal clash between Okoloba and Okwama were gruesomely murdered. While condemning the ugly incident, the Delta State government swiftly intervened to de-escalate the tension that followed and ensure that no innocent person suffered as the army went after the perpetrators. The efforts of the government paid off with the recent withdrawal of soldiers from Okwama, while efforts are ongoing through the Internally Displaced Persons Committee set up by the government to ensure those affected are properly resettled and their livelihoods restored. The overall milestones of the Burewori administration have been eliciting a chorus of accolades from all quarters. Elder statesman and convener of Pan-Niger Delta Forum, Chief Edwin Clark, in a letter to the governor, commended him for improving the lot of the masses in the oil-rich state. Traditional rulers and political leaders, including those from other political parties, have all attested to Governor Burewori's transformative leadership.
Right Honorable Sheriff Burewori, the man who has given this state image we did not know we had, but since he became the governor, he has done a lot for this state. So congratulations.
Please, I'm in Labour Party. He has invited me to his office for meetings severally. He has invited the representative of APC and my colleague in Labour Party. To that extent, he has tried as much as possible to bring the parties together. As for security, with what happened in the Ugele and Okumu area, I'm sure you will be impressed about his performance. He tried as much as possible to douse it. A lot of commissioning of projects, and the biggest boost of all is the Warri roads that he brought Julius Berger to do.
Since the resumption of this, His Excellency, last year, up to now, we have witnessed a lot of changes in this state. And the security situation of this state, we can all agree to it that it has changed. And security is the bedrock for every development you want to talk about in every state.
In the Warri axis, where I like to use an example where we are from, the usually criminality, kidnapping, robbery, but since he assumed office, it has been relatively peaceful. Since October last year till now, we have not had any element of robbery, kidnapping.
Youths and student leaders in the state were also not left out.
Governor Sheriff is one person I would want to say Delta State needed at this time, and thank God he has come in. We've never had it this good. This is the first time you would find under 40s in the State Executive Council. He is somebody that is keeping up to his words. During the campaign period, he said it was youth o'clock, and truly that's what is happening now.
The government of the day is aware of the pains and the concerns of students in Delta State.
The governor, in the person of Right Honorable Elder Sheriff F.O. Burewori, has the students at heart.
To complement her husband's efforts, First Lady of Delta State, Mrs. Tobore Burewori, launched her pet project, You Matter Charity Foundation, to help vulnerable people in the state, especially children with autism. According to the First Lady, You Matter Charity Foundation will advocate for accessible health care and the right to education for every child, women empowerment, elimination of gender-based violence and drug abuse, and carry out various outreaches to impact rural dwellers across all communities in the state.
This foundation mission is to make a lasting impact on various aspects of society, which my office is riding on to reach out to everyone irrespective of social or health status.
Some ongoing projects in the state at the moment include the Okpanam-Igbuzo Link Road, Beneku Bridge, Emevo-Orogun Road, Orere Bridge, and Model Technical College, Urarope, which the governor disclosed will be home to the Urarope campus of the University of Science and Technology, Ozoro. Others are the all-important 162-kilometer Ughelli-Asaba Road, which has been under construction for the last 15 years. The road is now receiving accelerated attention. Also under construction is the Delta State International Conference Center, Asaba, comprising a 1,500-seater auditorium and 1,000-capacity ultra-modern banquet hall. A storm drainage channel from Owaolero and its environs, and the accelerated agricultural development scheme at Mbiri Farm and the agro-industrial park Abo Ogwashi are amongst many other projects being executed by the Oborewori administration. In fact, the Delta State government currently has a total of 317 road projects, with 76 of them spanning 171.49 kilometers and 85.30 kilometers length of drains initiated by Oborewori's administration, a situation which has turned the entire state into a huge construction site. Governor Sheriff Oborewori, at a special Thanksgiving service last Sunday organized to mark his first anniversary in office, disclosed that some of the projects are billed for commissioning in the coming days as part of activities to mark his first year in the saddle, even as he continues to deploy the resources of the state for the betterment of his citizens and residents alike.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, that's our package on the program for today, which of course was a special spotlight on the 1 year in office of Governor Sheriff Oborewori of Delta State. Until same time, same station, when we bring you another edition of Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region, please remember to follow us on our social media handles showing right now on your screens, and also to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria. I am MAMODE AKUGHA, thanking you for staying tuned. Bye for now.